JD's Revenge, directed by Arthur Marks, who also directed such classic Blaxploitation classics as Friday Foster, Detroit 9000, Bonnie's Kids, which may or may not be a Blaxploitation movie, Bucktown, The Monkey Hustle, and a few other white exploitation movies. I'm assuming. I've not seen any of these movies, by the way, so I apologise. I apologise. I can't give you anything else about them at the moment. I can tell you that it's probably going to be a number of people who are going to be going. You've got to see these movies. We've seen them and we love them. I've got to check. I have not seen as many blaxploitation movies as I ought to be very honest. I've seen a good chunk of them. I just haven't seen it every single one. So what movies haven't you seen? Come on, there's literally thousands of movies in existence, folks. At least until the internet, they shut down the internet, there won't be, so all those things go. But until, hopefully that won't happen, but if it does, it's going to suck. Because there's so many films I've got to watch, I would love to watch, especially for this show. Anyway, we're here to talk about Johnny's Revenge from 1976, directed by, of course, Arthur Marks. Glenn Truman, who plays JD, is bloody phenomenal as both characters. He plays him as just a normal laid back guy. And of course, he gets possessed, right? Which may or may not be the reincarnation. I'm going with it's never actually said outright. It could be possession, or it is possession, but it could well be reincarnation, and it's never actually said outright. They do say in the poster, but it's never reincarnation is never, at least as far as I can remember. And I was only watched the film earlier today. I was listening out for it. At no point did I hear the words reincarnation at any point in the movie. So it's not like the movies. So it's not these days. It would be rammed down people's throats that this movie was all about reincarnation. It'd be said every 5 minutes, just in case you hadn't quite got the message. That this is a movie about reincarnation. It's about this guy being reincarnated. Yeah, that yeah. It's about this movie that's reincarnated. It'd be a typical dumbed down Monday movie. Thankfully, though, JD's Revenge was made in 1976, where when back in the time when movies weren't being made by people, by makers of films didn't think the audience was complete morons. So they got to see this film as easily made up their own minds, and actually very interesting. And top-notch performance from Glenn Truman. Who quite frankly blew me away with his performance of JD, which is when he becomes JD. Starting off this really laid back, nice guy, and later on turns into JD, turns into this rapey, evil, downright evil, psychotic character that you 100% believe is the person he's playing. Wow, such a great performance. Really blew me away. This is not bad, especially when you consider this is a low-budget blaxploitation movie from the 1970s. There's lots of decent performances in this movie. Lots, in my personal opinion. The best ones for me were Glenn Turman as JD and Louis Gossett Jr. And I'm assuming an early role. It could be been acting for years, but here he plays a preacher. Who used to be a lot. We assume he used to be a boxer. Once again, he could have been a boxer in a few years back, because they do talk about him being a boxer at one point. It's very quick though, so you have to listen to catch it. But this guy says you were a useless fighter and tries to whack him one, then does whack him one, saying he was a useless fighter. But he's definitely these days a preacher. There's also that last little gem, in my personal opinion, last little gem line about how this preaching stuff that goes on, and still goes on in America, is all about making this and not about anything else, which is 100% true. It's kind of interesting that the more films about that fact that's all it's about, because that is all it's about. The fact is it's in a blaxploitation movie is what makes it so interesting. It's only, once again, very quick. It's not ever very long, but the fact it's there will always pretty impressive, in my opinion, especially for a movie in 1970 being made in 1976. But I mean, that alone would have been quite controversial at the time. At the time, I'm assuming the whole film would be quite controversial at the time. You get some pretty nasty, when the character is playing JD, you do get some pretty nasty sequences with the JD. Also very funny ones. The scene is not without humour. There's plenty of humour involved, but there's also quite nasty, dark shit going on. There's some really dark shit going on as well. Really dark shit going on as well, involving JD being a total psychopath. If I was to if someone put a gun to my head and told me which movie, of the three movies that have been done for this week's Moviedrone, which one should I watch? Which one should I watch? I've only got time to watch one for now. I recommend all three. I won't be doing this show otherwise. But if you only had time to watch one movie this week, it would be JD's Revenge. Easily. It'll easily be JD's Revenge. This would be the one I'd highly recommend if you want to see a decent, a really good movie. This is the one to watch. When it comes, the other two are different. I do kind of good, as in so bad they're good. This one though is generally a really good movie, and this is definitely the one that Moviedrone recommends for the week. Moviedrone of the week, movie of the week is definitely JD's Revenge. Luke Gossett Jr. alone is phenomenal in his role, but when it comes to who they seem to be in a contest who could give the better performance. I honestly think Lewis Gossett Jr. could have the better performance, but that guy, he plays that guy in anything because that guy can figure do this kind of role in his sleep. So for me, the best performance to look out for is by the guy who plays the cat possessed Lynn. Well, it's Lynn Turman who of course plays the possessed Isaac. He's the one to really, in my opinion, who's really doing giving all the effort. Luke Gossett Jr. just has to be Luke Gossett Jr. and blew you away from whatever he's doing. But this guy really impressed me. I'm honestly surprised. I've been looking up his filmography, and I'm honestly surprised he hasn't gone on to become a major star. I mean, the guy's still acting, at least as far as I can see them here. It's not the guy's ever quit acting. He was in Gremlins, for crying out loud, back in the 80s. He was in, so it's not like the guy didn't never hasn't gone on to. Although I don't remember him in Gremlins, which goes to show you just how much he hasn't, how much isn't exactly done outside of JD's Revenge. There's probably tons of great performances the guy's done, but on the top of my head, this is the only one that I can see that really blew me away. I imagine though, you have to wonder if the guy had, if he gave exactly the same kind of performance in this movie, and this movie had been all white characters instead of all black characters, including him if he was white. Would he have gone on to been pushed by Hollywood hard, and he had gone on to become an infamously famous actor on the nights of De Niro? Although I'd argue De Niro isn't that great an actor. Controversial, but true. I'd argue that. But I honestly think this guy could have been much like De Niro, pushed to the hilt if he'd been white. Except Dino was white. It was obviously, but Dino was pushed to the hill. But what I'm saying is there are better actors out there than people like that. There's so many decent actors. There's so many decent actors that get pushed to the hill, while the really decent actors are left to simmer. Controversial thoughts, maybe, but this is Moviedrone. This is Moviedrone. You're going to get controversial sometimes here. Anyway, next week on Moviedrone, I have no idea yet. I haven't had a chance. I had a close personal friend had problems with a close to a friend had problems on Friday. I still haven't found anything else what's going on there. I'm hoping she's I've just said she's okay. I will obviously I'm not gonna say I'm just what about her. Hopefully she's okay. Had to do the show warning about her, by the way. These shows that they warn about. I don't know if he showed or not. But still, just mentioning. I'm not going to mention names. Just I'm worried about her. I know she watched this show, so I hope she's okay. Anyway, that's it for Moviedrone this week. I'll be back next week with 3 more films for you guys to entertain you guys. Once again, I have no idea what they're going to be. I tried to push to figure out what can I do next week. So I haven't figured it out. But I will figure it out by next week, obviously. So, back next week, guys, and thank you as always for watching. If you'd like to support Moviedrone, for now, just watch the movies. Like, subscribe to the channel. Watch the movies that are here. That I'll recommend if obviously you can find the time. And all 3 of this week's movies are on YouTube, by the way. All the links are below for each video are below, so you can watch them on YouTube. Any more movies you think I should be covering, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Support Moviedrone. Moviedrone in some form. I'm thinking about starting a website of some kind of Moviedrone at some point in the future. For now, it's all up in the air until there's more not more videos. But now the whole thing's up in the end. What exactly how I'm going to go along with this? But Moviedrone is here to stay. That much I'm hoping to do. That much I'm going to stay in some form. Moviedrone is here to stay in some form. It's not going anywhere. Hopefully I'll get some more people subscribing. I've only got 3 so far. But I've got a few. I know there's more than 2. At least there's more than 2 people watching the videos. That's something. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. And as always, I've no idea how to end this show this year, so I'm just going to end it. Bye for now, and see you guys next week.